The grin-to-grin smile, combined with the looks of his vacant, soulless eyes, the attention to detail, having the perfect hair, perfect jawline, all to create the illusion of the perfect appearance. This is all a facade to convince the public he is a successful, happy, and go-lucky guy, when he is actually way more disturbing and thinks about harming people on a constant basis. Based off of what I was saying, you would think I'm talking about Christian Bale from American Psycho. But today we are going to uncover the real American Psycho, Tom Cruise. Huge shout out to Patrick CC for inspiring this video. The movie American Psycho is about a man who is unsure about his identity and desperately tries to fit in. And Bale said that the inspiration for this character was the real-life Tom Cruise. His empty laugh and robotic movements are on full display in a 1996 interview with Rosie O'Donnell.
You saw her in Dead Calm, right?
Yes.
And you thought, I like her.
Yeah, I thought she was very talented.
Yeah, she is talented. The new movie's supposed to be great.
Yeah, she's extraordinary. You know?
She's coming on this show.
I know, she's
just a couple days, yeah. No, I like her, I do, it's okay. It's Renee I was upset with. It's Renee in the movie with all that kissing with you, Tom. I didn't like that.
But the actual interview that inspired the American Psycho movie was this one with David Letterman, where Tom laughs uncontrollably for something that's not even funny.
And we were flying to Colorado, and I was flying this airplane that we had to go on oxygen, and winds were better at a higher altitude. So we climbed up, and I realized that we couldn't stay at that altitude if on oxygen. I had to descend because I didn't have enough oxygen. So I had a passenger in the back. So we figured out, you know, me and the co-pilot, that if we turned the oxygen off of the back guy, that we could make it at this altitude. So we, you know, it wasn't dangerous or anything, you know.
So what happened when you turned his oxygen off?
He was very quiet. He felt
Letterman didn't seem to think this story was as funny as Tom thought it was.
He fell asleep. He fell asleep. He slept the whole way. But you know, he's the kind of guy you wanted to have him sleep the whole way. You know, it's like just.
But honestly, looking at it from another direction, isn't that attempted manslaughter? You just turn a guy's oxygen off? You're lucky you're not doing time, for the love of God.
He woke up.
He did wake up, yeah.
You know, when we were landing on descent, he.
As the passenger blacked out after being oxygen deprived for several minutes, Tom finds it hysterical how confused the man was when he regained consciousness, feeling numb and disoriented.
My hands are. He said, my hands. My hands are your all's hands. He said, my hands are tingling. I slept the whole way. I said, must have been the way I was laying.
It is obvious that Tom Cruise has a dark side. A side that is being ignored by the masses. While he is praised for his hits and box office numbers, Tom credits Scientology for being so successful. Tom is so into Scientology, he abandoned his 7-year-old daughter and has not seen her in over a decade. Today I'm going to show you the worst and creepiest parts of Tom Cruise's Scientology crusade.
You've got one of the nicest reputations in Hollywood. I mean, everyone who interviews you says, hands down, you are polite and giving. But I've interviewed you a lot of times, and you don't let people real close. How come?
I think I'm letting you pretty close, Lisa.
Or do you feel like you hold something back or you protect something?
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing this, to help promote the films. I mean, I really don't hold back that much. I mean, you ask me anything, but I mean, there is a certain, certain things that I really don't want to talk about, and certain things that really aren't important, aren't important for people to hear, and I really don't even think they want it.
Tom started off his childhood as an abused child with a bad father described as a merchant of chaos who was a bully and a coward. His father could never hold a job, which led to them moving houses often. By the 6th grade, Tom's parents got divorced and Tom moved to Louisville, Kentucky with his mom. In the late 80s and early 90s, Tom still wasn't fully public about Scientology as he was still growing his career,
In 1988, he was the highest grossing box office star, and to this day, he is the number 6 highest grossing actor of all time, with a combined total of $12 billion generated. He was a convincing leading man who does all of his own stunts. He had near perfect looks. On set, he was known to be honest, humble, and a genuine person. He was considered by many to be the perfect human.
Scientology would be the real reason Tom lost credibility with his audience and in Hollywood. But by far the worst Tom has done is with his now ex-wife, Katie Holmes, and his daughter.
There were rumors that she was accompanied by a Scientology handler during her public appearances who would feed her lines about how much she adored Tom, as well as the church allegedly micromanaging various aspects of their relationship. Rumors aside, when analyzing what actually happened after their divorce is really telling about the reality of their relationship. You see, while Holmes was with Tom, he still had custody of his 2 children. Bella and Connor are devoted to their father and Scientology, and those children never really saw their mother, Nicole Kidman. So while Katie was with Tom, she was fearful this could happen to her child if she got a divorce. That her child would essentially be trapped in Scientology and under Tom's custody, and then she just wouldn't see her daughter. So Katie Holmes planned for months behind Tom's back and completely blindsided him with the news that she wanted a divorce. And therefore Tom and Scientology were unable to control the way that the media reported on this. When the divorce proceedings finally came out, they revealed the lengths to which Holmes went to escape Scientology and Tom's control. She had to use disposable burner phones and secret laptops to communicate with her lawyers and planned her escape in fear that the church would step in and do something to her and take her daughter. She almost immediately moved to New York, which was a strategic move to secure primary custody of Surrey. Scientology members were allegedly following her in New York, so out of fear she called the police because she believed church members were planning to abduct her daughter. Katie also fired her entire team that had worked for her during her marriage to Cruz, including her publicist and security detail. She had to wipe her entire life clean because of the grip Scientology had on her life. The divorce settlement was reached with Holmes securing primary custody of her daughter. Since then, she has kept her distance from Scientology and enrolled Surrey in a Catholic private school. Tom has agreed to pay Holmes $400,000 per year until Surrey is 18. However, he has not seen his daughter in over a decade since she and her mother are not Scientologists.
Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about Tom Cruise? Is Tom Cruise a horrible person? Did he just fall into the tricks of Scientology? Does he care about his daughter but is just not able to see her? Or is he a bad father? And who do you want me to make a video of next? I want to do a daily deep dive on people who people think are good people or just normal people, but actually have a crazy dark history to them. I know there are so many people in Hollywood, YouTube, in the music industry, no matter what industry, even crypto, finances, whatever, there is a dark side to everyone. Who do you guys want me to do a dark side of next? Make sure to comment that down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, liked. Making daily content has always been one of my goals on this channel, guys. I've always wanted to make daily content that you guys can turn on the TV and be like, I don't mind spending 8 to 10 minutes watching this video. That's my whole goal of this channel, guys. So if you do enjoy it, please like.